What's going on, everybody? C4 here. Welcome back to the channel, and we are here for a new episode of the Toronto Thunderbirds relocation franchise, now known from here on out as Pink Slips. Why are we doing Pink Slips this early? Well, there's a couple reasons. First reason is I wanted a franchise to do that went along with the realistic rebuilds. Two, I am highly skeptical that this big franchise update that we're going to be getting in Madden 21 in November, I'm skeptical that it will work with existing franchise mode. I just have a gut feeling that it'd be the most Madden 21 2020 thing that could possibly happen, is that, hey, here's going to be all these kind of new features that make franchise mode a little bit exciting, a little bit fresher, you know, fresh coat of paint, being able to modify X factors and control all that stuff and whatever else they decide to add. And then they'd be like, well, actually, we couldn't find a way to have it apply to existing franchise modes. You need to restart. So I feel like with something as casual as Pink Slips, as something as, let's be honest, we could end Pink Slips right now, and I think most people will be fine, because there's always going to come a point in time where Madden gets moddable. Madden 21 will get moddable on PC, and then I can just have some sort of, you know, completely ridiculous series that we use Pink Slips and we can mod things and all that crazy stuff. That it can always make a return, you know what I'm saying? So I felt like it's the safest series to do with franchises pretty much up in the air until we find out more about this November update. I will say right now, I have a plan about what I'm going to be doing if there is a November update and I have to restart my franchises. And that plan would essentially, I'll tell you right now, be up front with you, it would probably end Pink Slips for a second until the guys that help me on my Madden 20 mod figure out how to mod Madden 21, which should be soonish. I think, for what I can tell from those guys, they're expecting before the end of the year they'll be able to get into the games. I don't know if I'm going to do something like the Hawaii Warriors, but just having that stuff available to me, I'll definitely be able to do that and implement some Pink Slips for sure. But I do have another franchise, just a regular franchise, that I definitely want to do. And I don't know. We'll wait and see. We'll take it as it comes. But for right now, we are going full on with the T-Birds here, with our Pink Slips, coming off our first victory. And hopefully everything that happens in November for Madden 21 franchise is retroactively able to go to all your existing franchise modes, and we can just keep on keeping on, because we are looking to take the league over. Mr. Bilzerian had some under-the-table deal last week, week 6 against Tampa Bay, that if we won the game, we could pick a player as long as they fit on our team's salary cap. Because there is a caveat that we still do not have a lot of money. We're still in the red, but we were able to get a big-time improvement in the back end of our defense. And no, it's not Nigel football team fan favorite, but we were able to get Antoine Winfield Jr., 79 star dev, sophomore, second-year player out of Minnesota. He's a scheme fit. He's quick enough. He has great coverage ability. He can hit. He can lay the boom. He's a turnover machine. I'm very excited with what we were able to add and help improve this defense. I'm looking at the rest of this team, man. I definitely feel like, personally, if we could find a way to win a couple more games, I think the D-line, I don't have a guy on the defensive line as a defensive line user that is my go-to. I don't have my go-to guy just yet. And then when you look on the offensive side of the ball, you could always be, you know, trying to improve the offensive line, bringing in maybe another wide receiver, because I think Rex Steiner's done more than enough to establish himself as RB1. Cole McDonald, well, as a passer, we still want to see more. You still want to see him continue to develop as a passer, but the combination of the dual threat ability has been making our offense that much more tricky to stop, especially on third downs. He's been sneaky good in terms of being able to get those 8-9 yard scrambles on 3rd and 6 to be able to keep the drive alive. And it helps with that 89 speed, 92 acceleration, just to name a few. So this week, we are looking to keep on keeping on, find a way to pile up a victory, and see if we can find a way to beat the New England Patriots and get a dub and steal a player away. As you look at the tail of the tape, they're an 83 overall. We're a 69 overall. It's pretty much as expected. They have all the star players: superstar Cam Newton, superstar Julian Edelman, X Factor in Devin McCourty, and Stephon Gilmore. I don't know who Gilmore's going to be covering. If I was him, I'd be shadowing Hakeem Butler. But I definitely can tell, looking at this, looking at just how I know their depth chart, Donald Parham, that 6'8" athletic freak tight end, he is going to have a huge game. Rex Steiner is going to have a huge game. We need to attack the middle of this field against the Patriots to have any chance at getting victory, and I feel like we can do that. We can absolutely do that. We have a contract for Shaquem Griffin, who's actually been very, very solid for us, that we can try to hammer out a deal here. We don't have a whole lot of money, but I feel like we can find a way to at least submit an offer here. There we go, man. I definitely feel like someone like Shaquem Griffin got bounced from the Seattle Seahawks, was on the practice squad, up and down, up and down, up and down. He wants that stability, and he's definitely one of those guys. Athletically speaking, that trip to Mexico really can help take his game to the next level. And I think we're just starting to scratch the surface on how good Shaquem Griffin can be. And let's see if we can have a huge game here. See if he's going to have to be the guy responsible for setting the edge, making sure Cam Newton's not being able to get out of the pocket and scramble and hurt us like we tried to do with Cole McDonald. I feel good, though. It's 1-4, 1-4. This should be a game we feel comfortable that we have a chance in. Let's hop in and let's try to beat the Patriots and get another player to improve our squad. Oh, look at that haul. Oh, let's go. I actually don't think McCoy would be able to send Rex Steiner backwards if we had a full speed momentum, but whatever, 16 yards, great first play of the game for Toronto. They got a linebacker on Hakeem Butler. I'm just going to keep watching the matchups. Whoever Gilmore's on, I'm throwing it the opposite direction. 3rd down and 9 in a Patriots territory. Don't think we're in 4-down territory just yet. Let's trust the guys that they'll be able to find a way to convert this. Let's scramble. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now, we are on All Madden. I don't know why I feel like this could be the case, but I do feel like on All Madden, when you're the lower rated players, fumbles have increased. So we need to be on point with those double tap and X QB slides, or else this ball is going to be slipping out like our hands are covered in Vaseline. You guys got Vaseline in America, huh? Is that just a Canadian thing, Vaseline? Ooh, this could be an interest. Is this 4th and... Oh, man, if it was 4th and 1, I might go for it, but let's just take the points. Just take the points, 42 yards, bring out Brick Shithouse, Santoso. Let's nail it. 8 wind. Good to know. Good to know that 2nd and 3rd quarters when we want to attempt field goals. We want to try to break a record here. But it is up, and it is good. T-Birds first on the board, 3-zip. That's an uncharacteristic drop. 3rd and 13. All right, we're going to run a lot of zones. Notice we play T-Birds. I try to go to man, right? Because we have a lot of athletic monsters. That's all we have. You'd figure from an athletic standpoint. And Winfield! Great introduction to the squad. I appreciate it. Getting absolutely toasted by Zay Jones, 64 yards. You had the final responsibility. You were the last line of defense, and you just completely let the team down by a missed tackle, and you weren't even in a position to make a tackle in the first place. Look at this. Look at this. He bit the AI before I could control him. Bit. Way too aggressive. That's a guy right there that just wants to make a pick, and it costs his team. Too aggressive. Here we go. Trey Truck. Trey Truck with the grab, moving the Che, fucking dropped it. Oh, and he just breaks the... Oh, he's breaking tackles on special teams too? Awesome. All right, so far it's been classic Bill Belichick defensive scheme. We've been unable to run the ball with Rex Steiner. So they came into the game saying that is the one thing we cannot let happen, and they're doing a great job doing that. So we're going to need guys to make plays on the outside. These guys need to get separation, and when they get separation, got to hold on to the ball. 3rd and 4. There we go. There we go. Do it yourself. 3rd and 8. Patriot territory. Trey Truck running it. Well, at this point, we might as well just have him run a slant. Got the meat. You can beat him. Trey Truck beat his man on the slant pass and able to get us at minimum in scoring position. Cool. Massive hit by Dante Hightower. And we fumble it. All right, able to get him to a third down here. I don't think it matters much. I mean, it's going to be one of those games, I think, that the little things. The Patriots are going to get the little things that go their way. Like that! Like that! Fuck! Had him, man. Absolutely. Who missed that tackle? Let me see. I'm benching him. I don't even care if it's our best player. Who missed that tackle? Can I get a nice little replay? Absolutely inexcusable. Look at this. Who's that? 20. I'm getting a look. He's benched. He's absolutely benched, running sprints after this. I hope it's not Winfield. Terrible! He's had 2 plays on the ball. 1 was a whiff. Get off. You're benched. Not ready. Not ready to be implemented into the starting lineup. Who was our starting safety before that? Oh, we traded him. So let's go, Ryan Neal. Ryan Neal. There you go. Your bench, Winfield. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Yeah, we're not winning. So, hey, if you guys are hoping for a win, click off the video. If you want to see me probably just get fed up by this bullshit in the third quarter and just get an all-time classic hate fest going on, stay tuned. Like, nothing. Absolutely nothing is going our way. The RNG in Madden is 100% falling in the way of the Patriots here. Broken tackles, fumbles, drops. Woo, baby! Did he catch that? Wow. You catch that, but you can't catch the other one. Great job, Kevin White. Maybe we gotta start feeding Kevin White. He actually wants to make some plays today. Can we go to Kevin White? Kevin White's deserved it, and he makes the play. Kevin White, back from wherever he's been doing since he's a first-round bust from the Chicago Bears. 2 back-to-back, well, not back-to-back, but 2 huge plays on this drive. And look at that. Actually holds on to a Jawan Bentley with great coverage in the goal line, and Kevin White just wanted it more. I need to see more of that from these guys. Good 5. Let's go. Who wants to make a play? Who wants to get more starting time, huh? Who wants to get more starting time? Oh, it's just an automatic pass. We had no chance. Like it was on a rope. Cam Newton to Dalton Keene. All right, goes to the tight end again. Automatic. Yeah, it's a tough tackle, I guess. That's a tough tackle. Sony Michel gets in. 2nd touchdown of the game. Can't overly complain about that. I will argue, hey, can we just offer a little bit more resistance to their tight ends being wide open every time? 3rd and 6. 49-yard line. God, I want Parham just to get behind. Parham, just get behind. And he held it. All right, we got Butler. Kevin White's getting locked up. So we got Butler and Parham. Parham on the little slant in the middle. Oh, that's read well. X was kind of open. Let's just take off with Cole McDonald. See if we can get there. Yes! Recover the fumble. Oh, my God. Thank you. We want to go for 2. All right, well, this is Slant City. You want me going for 2? This is Slant City, baby. There we go. Automatic. Automatic. They can be automatic to their tight ends. We can be automatic to ours. Only down 3. About 8 minutes. Look at that. Just throwing it at the sideline of the Patriots. I love Donald Parham Crow. And he's wide open again. Fuck, man. From now on, whoever is supposed to cover I'm just gonna straight up cover the tight ends. I'm not a user linebacker at all, but I've been playing a little bit more with the yard or whatever that mode's called. I'm just gonna have to start playing man defense and manually covering the tight ends because there's no other way. There's no other way around it. It's a liability right there. Look, we got a great push, and he just tackles a ghost. Patriots are just executing way better today. And I thought coming out the first victory in franchise history, the defense would be more prepared. We are almost in field goal range. Field goal is not the worst thing. Like, I will take a field goal. What's that? Is that inches? Okay, 47-yarder. One score. 4 timeouts with the 2-minute warning. See what the defense can do. And I'm very worried, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to control the linebackers, and I'm only going to cover the tight end. When literally Cam Newton can drop back, and within 1 second, he can fire it to some guy that's wide open 5 yards down the field, you're not going to win a lot of football games. Look at this. Every play is this. One of them things, man, literally there was nothing we could do defensively. Comes a point in time where it's just, they're going to be unstoppable. It's all Madden, and we're not a good team. And that's frustrating, but it is what it is. Full kudos to the Patriots here. They're also a 1-win team. That's better than being just a 1-win team. So they were desperate, and they just ran dink and dunks as Patriot as we can. We got Josh McDaniels. But looking at our team, I mean, Cole McDonald, in terms of accuracy, probably the best rhythm he got into a single game so far in his career. 16 of 26, 195 yards and a touchdown. Also chipped in 69 rushing yards. But, had the fumble, and Rex Steiner with the fumble. Like, there was just too much. Like, even with how efficient the Patriots were on offense, if we didn't have the turnovers, which, I kind of feel like I didn't have a whole lot of control over, who knows? We might have been able to win that one. I guess good news is we didn't get blown out. Like, every single game this year, we've been competitive, or at least made it competitive near the end. And that's a positive, man. That's still a positive. Receiving, I mean, Butler did well. 8 catches, 77 yards. Kevin White, both catches were huge catches for this team. Parham did well. Trey Truck did have the drop. That was a little rough, but, well, hey, full kudos. Rex Steiner going over 100 yards from scrimmage. But defense, absolute garbage, man. And the fact that we thought we had an impact playmaker. We thought that, wow, can't wait to show off this shiny new toy that we had in Antoine Winfield Jr. We got picked on. Literally the best player on our defense got picked on. He wasn't ready, man. He wasn't ready to get thrown to the wolves just yet. And, there's only one thing to do here. Well, we had to find something positive from the episode. As I'm scouting the UDFAs, what? Got a late first-round talent here in Garrison Hoover. Hope he has the dev trait. There we go. There's our first pick. Thank you very much. But, yeah, man. 1-5. Not where we want to be. Of course, Winfield, everything about that performance last week is clearly indicative of him going up and over. But that's huge. Hey, better play rec, better pursuit, better. That's literally, I'm taking that as he needed that benching. That benching made him take in more study for more film, and he's getting all those crazy boosts to hopefully help himself out as he tries to reintegrate himself back into the starting lineup. All right, well, I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in for yet another episode of Madden 21 Pink Slips. It was competitive. It wasn't exactly the type of result that we wanted to achieve, but at the end of the day, it's not like we just got slaughtered 50-0, and it feels like there's no end in sight, there's no light at the end of the tunnel. We are so close, and the fact that if we could find a way to string together, win 3 wins. 1, 2, 3 wins. Get some big time acquisitions. And big time means literally, hey, if you're at least a 75 overall, maybe even just with a silver dev trait, that's a big time upgrade for this team. And you can just see, we're not like a whole squad away of rebuilding to get to a point where we can win and compete here in the NFL. We're a couple players away. We get maybe some better pass protection. We get maybe a third down receiver that doesn't have a mental brain fart and drop. Maybe we get some guys on the back end that can control some of these deep plays. Maybe we can get some linebackers that can actually cover tight ends and not just let the middle of the field be an automatic first down almost every single play, 2nd and long, 3rd and long. But we're getting there, man. We are absolutely getting there. So thank you guys for watching another episode of Pink Slips. I appreciate it. As always, your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Smash the like button if you enjoyed. And until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.